Birkhoff, Sonia. Yeah, they ended season 2 with the kiss. And I think season 1, what's going to happen is there's been a gap of time of a couple months or so. And something has happened between Birkhoff and Sonia in the meantime to create some ugly tension. So it's cooled off at this point, and there's some kind of animosity there. And you'll see as the show goes on what it was that happened between them. It can never be easy for Birkhoff. They can't just give him the girl, you know. At least they gave me a kiss. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out because he was in control of all the tech under Percy, and she was in control of the whole thing under Amanda. So I think they're going to have to see like who's in charge now. Which one is it? So you'll see a power struggle there, and that's another element that's going to create some tension in their relationship. It's been great that they've developed that and that they have created this family, this team Nikita. It's very important for Birkhoff too because I don't think he has many friends. You know, I think that little team that he has, that's it. I think that's all he's got. You know, and that's the whole reason he stuck around in season 2. He didn't have to. He was off on his own. He was independently wealthy. He could have left, but he was drawn back in because they're the only people that he has a connection to in his life. You know? So I love that dynamic. I think it's great. Yeah, people. I've gotten that a lot here at Comic-Con. The people really noticed that moment, and I thought it was a great moment because there was an immediacy to it because he had just broken off from Nikita and the whole family, but it was also just more about him. I think he's always been on his own. I think he's always been kind of a reject, you know, and you know, he looks off at that group, and he's never going to have that ease with friends and that ease with people that other people have. You know, he's always kind of going to be on his own. So it was a great little moment. Yeah. The next place for him to go, you know, I think it's going to be interesting because I think Birkhoff is a radical and Birkhoff is a rebel, and the idea of working for the man, I just don't think that's going to jive with him. You know, so working for Division, I'm interested to see how that's going to work out, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of the things you see happen with Birkhoff is that there begins to be a rift between him and Division because he's working for the government. You know, the reason he was with Percy in the first place was he was under duress. You know, it was to save his life essentially, or keep from going to jail for the rest of his life. And now he's a free agent. And I think he's gonna chafe under that yoke, and he's gonna want to leave. People really dig him. I think he's a way in for a lot of people. Because really, Birkhoff is like the ultimate fanboy anyway, you know. So all these fanboys and girls of the show who love it, I mean, they see them on the screen, you know. So I think that's why he's gotten such a warm reception. There's a lot of ways in which I'm like Birkhoff for sure. You know, I'm a big sci-fi nerd. I'm a big fanboy. Where we differ is that I'm not actually computer savvy at all. I can't do anything that he can do with tech. So I have some of the less desirable aspects of him I possess, and some of the really desirable ones I do not. Of Comic-Con, I enjoy the people. I love people watching. I love walking down the street or standing in the middle of a lobby and just watching the people go by. You know, it's amazing. It's incredible. Yeah, thanks a lot.